Testing 1 2. my friends. Testing, testing, 1, 2. A beautiful day for cricket. We're here at the John Stretch Park in South Bay. It's again I must say a pleasant good morning wherever you are in the world today, my friends. It's a beautiful day for cricket. We are here at the John Stretch Park in South Bay. It's St Bess who's going up against St Lucie. St. Bess had won the toss and decided to take first strike. They are 36 for no loss. You got Jayan Patel and Ainsworth Wallace, who is at the crease at the moment. And the first wicket is down. Patel had just been caught by the keeper for 17. The score is 36 for 1. St. Bess. This is a T20 game for the South Florida Premier League. To give you exact location, we are on the west side of Florida. How can I say West Central? But you still got a good way to go to get to the ocean on the west side of Florida. But it's a beautiful day. What else can you ask for? $36-1. It's Tamar Blair who plays Patel. Goodlet is the bowler. His bowling is first over for. It shows that his bowling is first over, 14 runs, 1 wicket. Tucker Jr. had bowled 2 overs for 7 runs. It was John Lewis had bowled the first over for 12 runs. He's opening the bowling with Tucker Jr. Blair play that one back to the bowler. It's the end of the 4th over. The score is 36-1. S.tBess CC. As you can hear the cars going by, and just behind me it's the US 27. Very busy road. Leads from Fort Lauderdale heading towards the mid-central. So it's a change of bowling. It will be Mohammed who will be taking over from Tucker Jr. The S.tBess team is if I could just see the players. St Lucie player is Goodley Tucker Jr., Callis, John Lewis, Jordan Pinnock, Fernando Gregory, and Pratul. That was a big six there by Blair. I mean, my mistake, by Wallace. The score moves to 45-1. They're in the fifth over. And I must make some correction. The bowler is Pratul. Well, they're making some adjustment to the field. It's Pratul. We bowl into Blair. He plays that one in the covers. It beats Jordan Pinnock, but because of the slow outfield, they were able just to get one. Score moves to 39-1. That's a slower ball. And he could have a run out. That was a bad throw there by Goodlet. Went over the bowler's head at the non-striker end. So they were able to cross for a comfortable two. So Blair, who is yet to score, or that one could go all the way. Yes, all the way down to cow corner by Wallace. Wallace moves on to 25. I guess there's some issues with the score. Okay, so it's now been corrected. So it's still waiting on some correction from the score. that it low. This one, so while we return live for the S.tBess St Lucie, with at the end of the 8 over. No, the score is 80 for 1. And Wallace had just complete is 50.
So just want to say good morning to our viewers. Good morning. We're coming to you live from John Stretch Park here at South Shore. And just to give you a recap of what's been happening, S.tBess won the toss and decided to take first strike. And in taking first strike, Gian opened the inning with Wallace, and he nicked a one outside the off stump, and he was caught by the wicketkeeper. So that's the only wicket that has fallen so far. And a few minutes ago, as Mr. Tucker mentioned, Wallace brought up his 50 in 27 balls, 5 fours, 5 sixes and 2 fours. Beg your pardon. Brings the S.tBess total to 81 for 1 in 8 overs. So Jordan continues from the southern end, and Theomar is driving at this one. It's a rather thick outfield, so the ball doesn't travel too far, and the batsmen were able to complete one. Lovely conditions here.
Yeah, it's the wind is very good. It's especially in the past couple of days we get some terrible heat, but today the wind is blowing off the lake over there. So it's, we must commend the, I'm not gonna say the weatherman, the weather. So yeah, it's a beautiful day for cricket.
So at the moment we're getting some northern breeze, and it's keeping the temperature rather cool. So Jordan continues to get from the southern end. And while he's driving outside the off, managed to just trickle that ball to the cover region. So the field has been spread. Really good start from the S.tBess contingent. They could build on this with only loss of 1 wicket. With their captain still in the pavilion, waiting to take strike. That's another one high in the air. No one moves. What was that?
What I could intervene with that is on this field, there's a lot of times when you hit the ball and it takes you some time to see where the ball is going, because especially if you look all the way around, while you got the blue sky, but you also got the bothering for the lake and pretty much outside of the trees. So I experienced that in the past.
And with the overcast conditions that is here right now, the white clouds don't make anything better. So the ninth over completed. Managed to only get 4 runs from the over. 3 runs, so 84 for 1.
This is a slow period. We'll use
Completion of that over, so they swap heads. Final over before the only water break. Short delivery, and Blair is on the back. Only managed to drop that one right where short leg would be. He managed to flick that one around the corner. Are they going to complete two? Yes, they do. So lovely conditions here in South Shore. One of the coolest days we've had so far. It's been some blistering heat here in South Florida.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St. Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St. Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-55. It's only One World.
So welcome back to the action. If you're just joining us, we're live here from South Shore. The channel is TVN Power Play. Another one that was tied in the air by Manuales. Lewis tried all he could. Was unable to get to that drop. So you're not missing any action. There's a breaking play with the drinks break coming up. So make sure to like, subscribe, and also share this link. We're on our way. What's the target for this month, Mr. Tucker?
Sorry, I didn't get you. I was a little busy.
I was asking what's your target?
Well, I didn't really set a target, but right now it's 10 overs for 87 runs. So I would say another 87. That's how I usually do the calculation. But if Wallace out and Trooper decide that he's not going to go in, no, I'm just kidding about that. You got Trooper be going in. So, yeah, maybe another 87. So, we're looking at maybe about, I'm going to say 160, 150. Yeah, okay. 160, 150. Because the field is very heavy. So, you got to hit the ball overhead. It's a West Indian style. You got to hit sixes and fours.
Projections are now going to 170 mark. So, let's see. You think that would be enough?
Well, that will always be enough. I would say that would be good because it's runs on the board. Runs on the board is runs on the board. Even when you make 10, it's runs on the board. You got to go out and make it before you say, yes, I won the game.
Awesome. So we will join play once the players comes back from drinks break. Do stay tuned to TVN Cricket Power Play.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Sfpl Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World. BDP Cricket Supplies for all your cricket gears. Call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Supplies have a massive amount of cricket gears. It's here, not just a truckload, but a trailer load. BDP Cricket Supplies. One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only one word. One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only one word. BD BDP Cricket Supplies for all your cricket gears. Call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. Don't forget to call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Gears have a massive amount of cricketing supplies.
So while we return after the water break, the score is 87-1. 87-1, St.bess. Wallace is in 53. Tamar Blair is in 9. So while the score get to 99 for 1, Tamar Blair is on 16. Hainsworth Wallace is on 57. So now we get to three figures. While we're in the 11th over, 100 for 1. That one was it. Over covers, they get one. They're coming back for the second. Blair moves on to 18. And the score to 102 for 1. That's another massive six there by Wallace. Score moves on to 108 and E. Wallace moves on to 63. S.tBess 108 for 1. That one he played it over covers. There's a fielder there, but it beats the fielder into the fence for 4. That was a very lousy fielding there, I could tell you. No effort at all. Score moves to 112 for 1. Lousy fielding there, I could tell you. Score goes up by 1 with that shot in the covers. So the runs is piling on, it's piling on. We're in the 12th over, it's 117. Mohammed is the bowler, he's bowling to Blair. That one was it over covers, they get one. Tucker Jr. chase and they're thinking about the second run, but they decide against it, so the score moves on by 1. That will go all the way again for 4. Wallace is piling on the runs. At the end of the 12th over, the score is 122 for 1, S.tBess. Wallace moves on to 72. Blair on to 23.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World. BDP Cricket Supplies for all your cricket gears. Call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Supplies have a massive amount of cricket gears. It's here, not just a truckload, but a trailer load. BDP Cricket Supplies.
So it will be Jordan Pinnock. So change the bowling. From the highway end. That was a full ball to Wallace, to Blair. Plays it down to short third man. Fielding by, I think that's Delroy Brackett. Score moves up to 123 for 1. Blair on to 24. That was a good ball. Blair was Wallace was thinking of punching that on the onside, but it seemed like it was a little faster than he had expected. And that one was hit hard and high. There's a man down there that it went over the fence for 6. Just back over the bowler's head. And it went for 6. Score moves to 129 for 1. Wow, that was a good ball. Pretty much in the black hole. But we were able to drop the bat on it, and it went to third man. They cross for a single. Pinnock is bowling his third over. And it's the 13th of the game. That one plays in the covers, and it could have a run out. Tucker Jr. was there, shied up the stump, but Blair were able to return to its crease before any damage to both E and the score. Jordan Pinnock to Blair. Plays that one, get it on the bottom of the bat. It's the end of the 13th over. The score is 130 for 1. S.tBess. Blair is in 24. Wallace in 79. BDP Cricket Supplies. For all your cricket gears, call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Supplies have a massive amount of cricket gears. It's here, not just a truckload, but a trailer load. BDP Cricket Supplies.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World.
So while we'll have another change of bowling from the lakeside end, it will be John Lewis. That one, the batsman plays back past the bowler. Tucker Jr. comes off the long off boundary to field. They just get a single. Score moves to 131. Wallace moves to 17-9. Blair on 24. They got a sharp third man. They got a man at the cover point. Wow, that's a good shot over covers. It should run in defense, but now there's a fielder there, and he stopped it, and they'll cross for 2. Wallace moves on to, it should be 81. That's a loud appeal for caught behind. Umpire says not out. I could tell I heard something from here. And I'm sure it's not the car that's going by, passing me from behind. But umpire stand firm and says not out. It was a loud appeal. You could hear the noise, but umpire says not out. That was hit down to long on by Blair. Just a single. Score moves to 134 for 1, S.tBess. Blair moves on to 26. Wallace an 80. That one played to square leg. No run. .134, 135, my mistake. 135 for 1, S.tBess. They're in the 14th over. Now the current run rate is 9.69. That one played square of the wicket. There's a fielder there. They get one. They're thinking about the second, but the fielder is right on top of it. Who is Goodlet. Send the throw back into the bowler. It's the end of the 14th over. The score is 136 for 1. Blair on 27. Wallace on 81. The current run rate is 9.71. The projected score is 194. Current partnership now reads three figures, 100 of 64 balls. John Lewis had now bowled 2 overs for 18 runs. Jordan Pinnock 3 overs for 19 runs. 136 for 1 Sfpl.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One Word. BDP Cricket Supplies for all your cricket gears. Call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Supplies have a massive amount of cricket gears. It's here, not just a truckload, but a trailer load. BDP Cricket Supplies.
You got a short third man, a man at cover point, a man deep on the square of the wicket. Extra covers, Jordan Pinnock into bowl to Wallace. And he decided that he would not deliver. It reminds me of Tariq, that bowler for in the Sfpl. I don't know if I heard a lot of talking about that bowler, that the ICC will not accept that kind of bowling, but we'll wait and see. He's a spin bowler. He runs up from outside of the pitch and comes in and stopped and then bowled. That one was hit hard and high. There's a fielder there, but it falls short of Goodlet coming off the boundary. They picks up a single. Score moves to 138. 138 for 1. Wallace 82. Blair 28. That will go right the ball. Oh, there's a fielder there. And he took the catch. Right in corner. So Wallace is out for 82. And it's caught by Dylan Tugman. So it's a well-played 82 by Wallace. So Sfpl had lost their second wicket. They are now 138 for 2. Wallace gone for 82 from 48 balls with 4 fours and 7 sixes. Sfpl 138 for 2. The new batsman to the crease is Trooper.
BDP Cricket Supplies for all your cricket gears. Call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Supplies have a massive amount of cricket gears. It's here, not just a truckload, but a trailer load. BDP Cricket Supplies.
It's Brian Gale. I just replaced Wallace, Brian Trooper Gale. A well-polished cricketer. Coming from one of the under 19 in Jamaica. That's when he plays on the inside. He's thinking about two, but now we decide against it. Score moves to 139 for 2. Blair tried to run that down the third man, but missed. Went through to the keeper, Calvin Fernando. $139 for 2. Swings and miss. Even the keeper had missed that ball and got hit in the upper part, but it's the end of the 15th over. The score is 139 for 2.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only one word.
BDP Cricket Supplies. For all your cricket gears, call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Supplies have a massive amount of cricket gears. It's here, not just a truckload, but a trailer load. BDP Cricket Supplies. So it will be John Lewis to continue from the lakeside end. We'll be bowling to Brian Gale. You got a short third man, a man at cover point, extra cover. John Lewis to Gale. And he plays that one back to the bowler. Score remains at 139 for 2. That one was played over covers. One bounce defense for 4. So Brian Gale is off the mark. The score moves to 143 for 2 and he moves on to 5. So there's now a change in the field. The man at cover point is all the way on the fence. A swing down the leg. There's an appeal for caught behind. Umpire says not out. That was a slow ball there to Gale. He guided it down to short third man, fielded by Brackett. That's a good shot there down to long off by Blair, but there's a fielder there, Jordan Pinnock. He picks up a single. Score moves on to 145 while they're in the 16th over. Well, there's a change in field by Lewis. That one was played again down to long off. Jordan Pinnock comes into field. They cross for a single. At the end of the 16th over, the score is 146-42. Brian Gale is on 7. Tamar Blair on 29. 146-42, St.bess.
BDP Cricket Supplies. For all your cricket gears, call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Supplies have a massive amount of cricket gears. It's here, not just a truckload, but a trailer load. BDP Cricket Supplies. One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-55. It's only one word.
It will be Tucker Jr. taking over from Jordan Pinnock. He's so far up. Tucker Jr. about 2 overs for 8 runs. John Lewis had now about 3 overs for 25 runs. 146-42. Be bowling to Gale. And that's a full ball, and he hits it down to Cow Corner. They get one. They're coming back for the second. So they cross for 2. That one was played back over the bowler's head. They were thinking about 2, but Lenward came off the boundary and saved the second run. Plays and misses. Beats the keeper, so they get one. They're coming back for the second. Umpire signals a bye. So while they cross for 2, the score is now 1-1 for 2. Blair is at 29. Gale on 10. That's another full ball, and it should be just a single. Mohammed, who is there, send the throw back into the keeper. Blair moves to 30, and the score to 152 for 2. St.bess. Wow, is that a run? Let's see. It seems that that's a run. It beats the keeper, but it was like a late cut by Trooper Gale, and just run it down to third man. So at the end of the 17th over, the score is 155 for 2. Tucker Jr. had now about 3 overs for 15 runs. Tamar Blair is on 32. Brian Gale on 11. StBess 155 for 2.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only one word.
It's another change. It's another change of bowling. It's Goodlet. You got a short third man. You got a cover point, extra cover. A man deep on the boundary forces doing the sweeping. Now he's there's making some adjustment. He's then you got Jordan is at long off. We got a long on. Is Lewis, a deep mid wicket, and wow, that one kept low. 155 for 2. Current run rate 9.12. Projected score is now 182. Got a partnership of 17 from 15. 2 more overs after this. Again, Goodlet making some changes. But when he played in the covers, straight to the fielder, and they picked up a single. $156 for 2. Wow, that's a beauty. But no, he put it down. I'm trying to see who that fielder is, but all he have to do was just to take that catch. That's all he have to do. It went in and went out, and as I say, these things happens. Should I go with that? I will go with it, but it's not acceptable. Triple A plays that one to square leg. They get one. They're thinking about the second, but they're going against it because it's a throw by Tucker Jr. And for sure that would be a suicide if Blair had decided on that run. That's a little slower ball and it plays it in the covers. It picks up a single. Score moves up by 159-42, St. Best. So at the end of the 18th over, the score is 160-42, St. Bess. Blair is on 34, Brian Gale on 14. I must thank all the viewers who had sent in their concern that the issue was the batters who were there. It was beyond my control. Tucker Jr. will be bowling his fourth over. Bowling Trooper Gale. That one plays in the covers. They get one. They're thinking about a second, but now they decide against it. Score moves to 164-42, St. Bess. I say a big hello to Omarion Jordan. How you doing? Madras 25. What's up? A swing and miss, and the umpire gave him out. It was, I guess, the only person that appealed was the keeper, but that seems like the keeper got it before the batsman came back down, but the umpire gave him out. So St. Bess had lost their third wicket. They are now 161-3.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World.
I understand that there's a game on after this game. The new batter to the crease is O'Brien Jones, 161 for 3. That one he played it to backward square leg. There's a fielder there, who is Mohammed. Send the throw back in, they cross for 1. So Blair was stumped by Coven for 34. That was hit over square leg for 6 by Chup Gale. Square rush to 168 for 3. And Chup Gale moves on to 21. There's some adjustment to the field. That was a quick single there at the end of the 19th over. The score is 169 for 3. S.tBess. Chup Gale had moved on to 22. O'Brien Johnson 1. Let's give a shout out to Mr. Cuff. How you doing?
BDP Cricket Supplies for all your cricket gears. Call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Supplies have a massive amount of cricket gears. It's here, not just a truckload, but a trailer load. BDP Cricket Supplies.
I must inform you about the weekend coming up, Labor Day weekend coming up, Labor Day weekend, Labor Day invasion will be going on in Tampa, Sfpl, Florida. It's the Jack Findlay second annual cricket Labor Day invasion tournament. Teams like Winners Edition, Pitton Vipers, Central Florida Masters, Desmond Lewis Masters, Miami Reds, and Legend Masters. Yes, so this will be on the 29th. It is starting on the 29th till the 1st of September, 29th of August for the 1st of September. Yes, just about a week from now. Jack Findlay second annual cricket Labor Day invasion tournament. You got to come out and support, my friends. This will be at 770 Gerald Avenue in Sfpl, Florida. What a weekend this is going to be, of course. You got to come and check it out, of course. Pitton Vipers coming all the way from St. Croix. Winners Edition, Central Florida Masters, Desmond Lewis Masters, Miami Reds, and Legend Masters. This will be from the 29th to the 1st, 29th of August to the 1st of September. Making a date, we're talking about next week. And while we return live, Chup Gale had just been bowled Just been bowled by Goodlet. As the score moves to 171 for 4. Chupa Gale have been bowled for 24. So as the score reached 171 for 4 there in the last over. Making the way to the crease is Clavon Salesman. Well, they're now making some adjustment there. They seem like they're trying to save the single. I don't know if that's a good idea, but that's what they decided doing. So it's Goodlet to be bowling is with got 4 more legal balls. He plays that one back past the bowler. They get the single. Score moves to 172. 172 for St.bess. That one was played in the mid-wicket area. Tucker Jr. chase. Send the throw back, but the O'Brien Jones was home safe. Picks up 2. And he moves on to 3 and the score to 174. St.bess. Well, Mr. Cuff, your eyes are 2020 because, yes, you are seeing Mr. Brackett. Delaware Brackett is on the field. It was a slower ball and a hit down to one off. There's a fielder there and he'll just get a single. One bounce to him and he get a single. Score moves up by 1. So Salesman is at 1. Jones and 4. Last ball of the St.bess inning. 175 for 4. And it's a loud appeal for leg before. Umpire says not out and signals a leg by. And that's the end of the 20 overs for St.bess inning. Jones not out in 4. Salesman not out in 2. Wallace would made 82. Patel 9. Blair 34. Dale 24. Jones Sr. 4. And Salesman 2. 21 extras. 176 for 4. In the bowling department, Tucker Jr. 4 for 24 with 1 wicket. John Lewis 3 overs 25 runs. Goodlet 4 overs 39 runs 2 wickets. Pretole 2 overs 24 runs. Jordan Pinnock 4 overs 22 runs 1 wicket. Mohammed, 2 overs, 23 runs. Let's see here. Okay. Reed, 1 over for 15 runs, and that sums up the total of 176 for 4 S.tBess. We will take a short break. Stay tuned, my friends.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World.
Well, we're getting quite a bit of rain. We're about to get some rain here. We're just trying to put things together. There's no rain as yet, but it's getting a few drops, looking very cloudy. So while a return after the little rain scared us for just a minute, get some drops, but so we did have to make preparation for that, but it seems like it went away. So it's St Lucie who is now at the taking strike, chasing 176 made by S.tBess. They are one for no wicket. At the crease is Dylan Tugman and Jordan Pinnock. Pinnock is off the mark with a single. Down the leg, Dylan let it go through to the keeper. Umpire's signals a wide. The bowler is Brian Gale, who had bowled the first over. So after one over, the score is 2 for no loss. St Lucie chasing 176 for 4 made by S.tBess. Why this one still? So it will be Sylvester Hickey. And that's a short ball. It should be a wide. Yes, signaled by the umpire. That was very short and very wide. Outside the off stump. The score is 3 for no loss, St Lucie. Another wide ball, again signaled by the umpire. And that one was another short ball. Jordan swings at it, get a bottom edge. The keeper put it down. And now again outside the off stump, and this time Trooper Gale take a very good catch. One-handed. Was a little high, but Jordan Pinnock is gone for 1. And the score is 4 for 1, St Lucie. The new batsman to the crease is Kevin Fernando. So after Sylvester Hickey had bowled his first 2 ball, that was a wide. The next 2 ball was a catch. But while he was on the unlucky side, the first one was put down by the keeper. The second one was accepted by Trooper Gale at second slip. That one was played in the covers by Cavan. Gets a single. A swing and a miss outside the off stump by Tugman. Score is 5-4-1 St. Lucie. So after 2 overs, the score is 6-1 St. Lucie. Chasing 176 made by S.tBess.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St. Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St. Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World.
That's a quick single and it's a shy of the stump. No one was backing up. So they were able to get the overthrow. So while the score reached out 21 for 1 after 5 overs, Tugman is on 11, Cabin is on 5, 21 for 1 St Lucie, chasing 176 made by S.tBess. Mr. AQ is bowling his third over. Dylan Tugman is fishing outside the off stump. Is that what they call it? Yes, they call it fishing. Especially this is Sunday. A lot of people go fishing. I guess you think that he's out there fishing. Not what he played it square of the wicket. Fielded by Brathwaite. No run. (22 for 1) St Lucie. That one he just played it just on the offside and take a quick single. Brathwaite runs in and field. They cross for an easy single. 23 for 1 St Lucie. Cabin Fernando plays that one back past the bowler. Then picks up another single.
Almost chilly.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World.
While we're having a little issue with the weather, we're getting a little rain, and you can hear the thundering. And he's out caught. So Tugman has been, well, my mistake is Kevin Fernando has been out caught at short third man off the bowling of Sylvester Hickey. Score is 35-4-2 St Lucie. The new batsman to the crease is John Lewis. And he's off the mark with the first ball. The score moves up by 1, 36-4-2. Tugman plays that one on the offside and fielded by Brathwaite. No run. That was a good ball there by Sylvester Hickey. John Lewis plays and miss. Went through to the keeper. 37-4-2. Lewis on 1. Tugman on 13. That was a slower ball, but John Lewis was right on top of it because it was full, and you were able to just drop the bat on it and went on the onside to get a single. So it's a change of bowling. Just waiting for the scoreboard to be updated. John Lewis will be facing. Patel is the new bowler. So once again, I must apologize for the little interruption. It started to rain again, but eventually the first ball after the break, Goodlet, who was playing in slow motion. That's how I would put it. Gotta be in slow motion. I'm sure it really surprised Salesman, the bowler. But Goodlet is gone, so St. Lucie is now 50 for 4. They are still in the 10th over because they took the water break because of the fall of the wicket. Well, that's the second ball. And Tucker Jr., who is replacing Goodlet, and he will be now in the hat-trick.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St. Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St. Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World.
So it will be Salesman to continue. He's bowling his third over, and this is an hat-trick ball. That one tucked on the leg side for a single. Score moves to 51. 51 for 4, St. Lucie. John Lewis is in 4 from 5. Tucker Jr. is in 1 from 1. That was a quick single there. That was just pretty much dropped right at Silimidon. And we're able to cross for a single. The score moves up by 1. John Lewis in 5. 52 for 4. St. Lucie chasing 176 for 4 made by S.tBess. So it will be Salesman who is in his first over. Plays a miss there by Tucker Jr. The keeper was right on top of it. So at the end of the 10th over, the score is 52 for 4 St. Lucie. What did I move here now? Okay. I have to set this. Okay, so this just want to push up a little.
Huh? It's not covering the whole screen.
Yeah, it said I gotta push it up.
It looks better there now.
Yeah, I switched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was okay when you put it on the double screen. Yeah, when you put it on the double screen, and you click on this, do you have to?
You have to say transition for it to go to the go live.
No, before. Like, okay, now it's on the double screen, and you want to see it here.
So you click
Okay,
on.
so.
It's not.
Yeah.
That one is not visible.
What do you?
Click on the play button on the.
Yeah. This?
Yeah. There's a play button right there.
Oh. You mean this one?
Yeah. Is that the play button? Click on transition. Let me see everything what else. Yeah, we have to do. We can do transition to make it.
Let me change it. Come on.
Then you have to do transition to make it switch again. Basically, this is supposed to. It depends on how it's set up. That's supposed to look at it to see what's before your transition.
Yeah, I know, but I've been trying to see it over here first before I. Let me.
It's above the video, right?
Yeah, please set this back for me. Let me come over on that side. Oi. While we're having some conversation here in the booth, hope you understand what was taking place, but the score at the moment is now 60 for 4. John Lewis is on 13. Tucker Jr. is on 1. They're chasing 176 for 4 made by S.tBess. Patel is the bowler, play that one on the onside. It will be just a single. Score moves to 62. At one plays in the covers, fielded, no run. That one was it hard and high. It's going, it's going, it's going, it's gone. That's like an Energizer Bunny. Just keep going. Over to long on by John Lewis. The score moves on to 68. 69, my mistake. I wonder why I don't want to call that number. 69 for 4, St. Lucie. That was a good comeback there by Patel. It's pretty much in the right on the crease. John Lewis tried to throw the kitchen sink again, but just get a bottom edge. So at the end of the 11th over, the score is 69 for 4, St. Lucie. Still needing another 108 of 9 overs with 6 wickets in hand. Lewis and 19, Tucker Jr. and 2.
You're supposed to see it showing up there.
And he could be out. Yes, he's out caught. That one went miles in the air. Came down and bounced out and went back up, and luckily for the fielder, it went straight back up and it came back down. So that was a good catch, I must say. Put that one back out for me. Widen it out again. So Tucker Jr. had been out for 2. The score is now 69-5. Salesman so far at bowled 1.2 overs. 1.2 over. No maiden. 2 runs. 3 wickets. And the new batsman is Mohammed Islam. 69-5 St Lucie. That one, it gets an inside edge and it went to short fine leg, fielded by Chup Gale. It picks up a single. And this could be a suicide. That's a suicide call. Eventually, Mohammed decided that he will go through with the call, but he should have sent Lewis back. But luckily for them, the keeper had fumble. Score moves to 71-5, St Lucie. That could be a single, but again, I think that was a good call not to take that run. $71-5. And that one was just guided into first slip with Chup Gale. That was, I wouldn't even call that a batting practice. I mean, a catch in practice. We just guide it into first slip and Chup Gale accept. St Lucie now 71 for 6. Mohammed is gone for 1. St Lucie still need another 106 more runs from 8 overs. Salesman had now picked up 4 for 4 from 2 overs. Once again, I must remind you that we're here at the John Stretch Park in South Bay. Over on the west central side of Florida, southwest central side of Florida. is S.tBess, who had won the toss this morning and decided to take first strike. They make 176 for 4. St. Lucie is struggling at the moment. It's a change of bowling. It's Brian Gale will be returned after 2 overs. He bowled 2 for 6. Let's see what the hard-hitting Lewis when he plays that one, just drop the bat on it, fielded by the keeper. And that one was hit down to mid-wicket for 4. It was a little faster ball, and but it was much shorter than the one before, and John Lewis turns on that and hit it down to mid-wicket for 4. Score moves on to 75 for 6. St. Lucie. Plays and miss. That was a good ball. Good comeback there by Trooper Gale. That one was played in the covers by Patul. Get a single. So at the end of the 13 over, the score is 77 for 6. So it will be salesman to continue from the lakeside end. To get a single off that first ball. That was it hard and high. It could go all the way. Yes. For 4. That was a little short, and John Lewis just jump on it and swing it down to mid-wicket for 4. Score moves to 82 for 6. And Lewis moves to 29. That was a quick single there. Ended up to be very comfortable. John Lewis moves to 29. That was played in the covers. No run. There's a loud appeal for a caught behind. Umpire says not out. You can see the fielders are begging and begging and begging, but umpire says let's play. So at the end of the 14th over, the score is 83-6. Patrol on 2, John Lewis on 30. Another 94 more runs from 6 overs with 4 wickets in hand. So Trooper Gale will be bowling his last over. That was a short ball, and John Lewis plays that down to mid-wicket for a single. That one, it could go all the way. Yes, it's all the way for 4. Down to mid-wicket. And that put the score to 84. Make that 88. My mistake. $88-6. Now when you play it down to mid-on for a single. Score moves to 89. John Lewis played that with a soft bat. It's fielded by the bowler. Still not go over. Let me see. Yeah. I must remind you, coming up on the 30th of August, we got this fish fry that is hosted by Ambassador Cricket Club. And while I'm talking quite a bit low, I would like for you to tell your friends and your family and everyone, please support for me. The fish fry that is put on by Ambassador, this will be on the 30th of August. The location is 3670 Northwest 39th Street in Lauderdale Lakes. Yes, my friends, you got to check this out, of course. Music will be played by Unique Sounds and White Star. Also got special guest DJ will be there. Yes, you got to check this out on the 30th of August. This will be next week, Saturday. Hosted by Ambassador Cricket Club. Fish fry on August 30th at 3670 Northwest 39th Street. Steamed fish, fried fish, jerk chicken, jerk pork, lobster, shrimp. So much goodies. You got to go out and support. I'm begging you. It's for a good cause. The big fish fry by Ambassador. Big up Speedy every time. The score is now 91-46 St. Lucie. They're in the 16th over. Salesman is bowling his last over. Yet so far bowled 3.5 overs. Oh, it's the end of the over. 4 for 13.
One World Restaurant, catering for all occasions with a full bar. The best food this side of the Treasure Coast. 3961 Port St. Lucie Boulevard in the Justro Plaza, Port St. Lucie. Call Dalton James at 772-807-5595. That's 772-807-5595. It's only One World.
That's a good catch there by Blair. So Patrol is gone. St. Lucie lost another wicket. 92-47. Patrol is gone for 9. And Patel had returned to bowl his third over. He had so far bowled 2 overs for 29, but with 1 wicket. 92-42 St. Lucie, chasing 176 for 4. John Lewis is still there on 32. 2 4s and 2 6s. The new batsman to recruit is Leonard Gregory. So Leonard Gregory off the mark with the first ball. Score is 92 now for 7. So it will be John Lewis. And that one was played in the covers. The fielder did a good job to dive forward and stopped it. And he's out caught. That was a good catch there by Brian Gale. My mistake, that's Wallace. Yes, that Wallace who had took that catch. It was a very good catch because that was going very fast through second slip. So St. Lucie had lost the 8th wicket for 93. John Lewis had gone for 32. So the last man out is Rowan Reed. Well, not the last man, they're still on, it's just 8 wicket. Plays and miss outside the half stump. Patel picked up his second wicket. 93 for 8. Will this be the second consecutive week where St. Lucie unable to reach 100? So it's the end of the 16th over, the 17th over. Score is 93 for 8, St. Lucie. Still needing another 84 more runs from 18 balls. Anything.
BDP Cricket Supplies for all your cricket gears. Call 954-553-3745 or 772-634-7194. BDP Cricket Supplies have a massive amount of cricket gears. It's here, not just a truckload, but a trailer load. BDP Cricket Supplies.
That one swings and miss. It could have a run out. Yes, he's out. Run out. And that could be the end of the game, where the next batsman decides that he won't even make it out. So it's the end of the game for St. Lucie. St.Bess had won by 84 runs. Gregory's run out for 1. Reed not out on 0. 93 for 9. 93 for 10 in 17.1 overs. St.Bess 176 for 4. And to give you a breakdown of the batting for St. Lucie, Tugman 23, Pinnock 1, Fernando 17, John Lewis 32, Goodlet 0, Tucker Jr. 2, Mohammed 1, Patul 9, Lenworth 1, Rowan Reed 0. Brackett did not bat. I made the score to give seven extras. Made it up to 93 for 10. So until then, my friends, thank you very much. I must remind you, though, that we got to check out the fish fry coming up next Saturday down in Lauderdale Lakes, August the 30th. Unique Sound will be there. White Star will be there. This will be hosted by Ambassador Cricket Club. You got to check it out. Saturday the 30th. Location is 3670 Northwest 39th Street in Lauderdale Lakes. Got fried fish, steamed fish, jerk chicken, jerk pork, lobster, shrimp, and much more. You gotta check it out, of course. And also, I must remind you, next weekend up in Tampa, I will be there doing some streaming. A weekend full of cricket, of course. Labor Day Invasion. You gotta check that out, my friends. Yeah, Jack Finley's second annual Labor Day Cricket Invasion Tournament. The 29th of August to the 1st of September. This will be at 770 Gerald Avenue, Sfpl, Florida. Teams like Pitton Vipers, Winners Edition Masters, Central Florida Masters, Desmond Lewis Masters, Miami Reds Masters, and Legend Masters. What a weekend this is going to be, my friends. You got to come out and check it out, of course. We're talking about the Jack Finley second annual Labor Day Invasion Tournament from the 29th to the 1st of September. This coming weekend, 770 Gerald Avenue in Tampa. I'll see you there. I will be streaming. Come out and enjoy some good cricket, my friends. Don't miss this one. Until then, you all take care. Remember now, I really do appreciate you spending the time with us. And I hope you have a good time wherever you are. It's Cricket Lovely Cricket, and I must remind you to subscribe and let's go ahead and press that button and call your friend and just share it all over so we can make the cricket a lot more popular. Until then, Take care. We love you. Before I do that though, let me just also remind you to check out Massive Hit Cricket. And you know, cricket is going on tonight. The Sfpl continues tonight. One game I just finished today. It's a doubleheader today, and there's another game coming on at 7 o'clock. You got to check that out. Also, my friend down there in Jamaica, Carlton Brown, the Cricket Forum. You can check him out also, man. It's like a party they're having at when they're playing the cricket. Got to check out Cricket Forum. You take care again. I must say thanks for Paul Mauer to stop by. Yours truly. Bless up every time. Peace.